What's going on, YouTube? Ace Country here. Um, I just want to apologize to any viewers that I have out there that I took such a long hiatus from YouTube, and I actually have a very valid reason for this. Um, where I currently live is way out in the damn boonies, in the middle of the woods on a dirt road, just to give you an idea. And uh, I had to shift gears. I know I have a few videos here on the channel. However, um, I had to shift gears from YouTube over to Twitch, and here recently in the last year or so, TikTok, which doesn't really bother me. I love both platforms. However, my reason being for the huge shift is because lack of equipment, I guess you could say. Um, I finally got me a little camera here so that I can record myself while streaming on Twitch on my Xbox here. And also, it was also up until about a year and a half, 2 years ago, I had zero access to internet. Like, I couldn't even get satellite internet where I'm at, although I probably actually could, but it would have been, absolutely pointless to even have because satellite internet is absolute bullshit. Why it even exists, I'll never know. I mean, you can hardly use it in the first place, so why bother even having it? So, and it was up until about a year and a half, 2 years ago, they finally ran fiber optic lines out here. So I finally got internet. I was finally able to start streaming and doing TikTok a lot more. So I have had to shift over to those particular platforms for the time being, which, honest to God, doesn't really bother me. However, I do need to get back into the swing of things on YouTube so that I can uh, branch out a little bit, so to speak, on the social media platform. Try to get my name out there. Try to bring content to you guys out there. Some gaming content, some various other shenanigans. Me and the buddies on Xbox do, and quite possibly even my personal buddies here around Georgia. You know, all of us. We bring you guys some hilarity and some form of entertainment for you guys. And so that is why I have been rather inactive on YouTube. For that reason, lack of equipment and lack of internet. Well, now that I have internet, uh, I am slowly but surely, very slowly but surely, I am building my setup here in my game room. Um, I'm getting the things I need so that I can bring you guys content properly. I'm still having to use my cell phone to do YouTube videos and TikTok videos, but that's a given. Um, However, to bring you guys good gaming videos, I need a gaming PC, which currently I am too poor to have right now, and not to mention having a $550 car payment every month, full coverage insurance. That takes a lot, and it is going to take me forever to save up to get a gaming PC. And even something like that is too much to is honest to God too much to ask for as a Christmas gift from anybody. I mean, it's they're just so expensive nowadays. Don't get me wrong, they're badass and they're super fucking cool, but financially I just cannot afford one right now. So it's going to take a while for me to save up the funds to be able to afford such a machine, even a halfway decent one, where I can only run just a few games on to enjoy, like Minecraft, both Bedrock and Java Edition, GTA 5 Online, the up and coming GTA 6, Gmod, BeamNG Drive, and a few others, just to name a few. And so financially, I cannot afford a gaming PC right now. it's gonna be a little while longer yet before I can get one. And hell, even after that, um, I'm kind of questioning. Don't get me wrong. I mean, this little camera I got plugged into my Xbox, it's doing okay for my live streams. However, as far as it being a valid camera to provide adequate video quality or video resolution, so to speak, as far as making videos for YouTube, that remains to be seen because I have got to be able to zoom in a little bit so that everybody could see my face a little more clearly. I also need a light, which I can get one on Amazon for just a few bucks, so that ain't gonna be much of an issue. It's getting the gaming PC, the camera, and maybe a mic. I might be able to get away with just using this. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I got this headset because it looked cool, lights up, matches Xbox, matches the whole Monster Energy and Xbox theme I'm kind of going with here. Um, I'm still decorating the game room. Um, it's not done. It's still going to be a while yet before that's done. So this it's going to be a little bit of this is going to take time and money to finish everything, to get everything the way I actually want it so that I can start producing good quality content for you guys. So like I said, it's going to be a while. But let's move on to the second topic of this video. Um, and that is actually going to be completely different from what I was just talking about. Apparently, I just recently heard from the YouTube channel PSReady. I'll be sure to link the video of where I saw this in the description down below so that you guys can go check that out check that out yourself. Apparently, from what dude was saying, PlayStation is under a $8 billion class action lawsuit, because, and it's from small time game developers, or hell, any game developers for that matter. uh, they are being charged 30% uh, from their sales on the PlayStation platform. So like say for example, I create a game, I put it out on different platforms like Steam, Xbox, PlayStation for sale, and I try to be cheap with it, being new, put my game out there just to get my name out there, and PlayStation charges 30%. Why would you charge that much? And apparently, this class action lawsuit is because of that. Other platforms like Steam, Xbox, I don't think they charge that much. If they do charge, it's not no 30%. PlayStation apparently is the only one that's charging 30%. And in a way, I am on the fence about this. I'm kind of going both ways on agree and disagree with this lawsuit, because I agree with it because 30% is too much, because that forces these game developers to charge more than what their game is worth, and they know this. It's making them charge probably 30% more of what the game is worth, just so that it doesn't hurt you know the profit margin. Because bringing good quality video games, that's a big market, and it's a tough market to get into. But if you can't make the money because of external outside variables forcing you to charge too much for your game is not going to sell, and your development team can't get out there to compete with these other big name game devs like Rockstar, Activision, Sledgehammer, take your pick. And so it's just making it harder for game developers for new up and coming game developers to get into the market, so we can get more games. Because playing the same drum, playing the same song every day with COD, Forza, Minecraft, GTA, playing that over and over and over, the same titles, you know all year, every year, it gets old. It makes their novelty dry out, and it makes them just completely boring to play and make you not want to play. So why would PlayStation charge that much to sell your product? But at the same time, I also disagree with the lawsuit because you know these platforms, they got to make some money somewhere. So they got all these other game developers. They're probably paying to sell on their platform as well. So money's got to be made here, so that they can keep um, the stores up, so they can keep the digital store up to be able to purchase games, so that they can maintain the servers, X, Y, and Z. So that's why I'm kind of on the fence here about this. I agree. I agree with the lawsuit because PlayStation should not be charging that much to sell games. However, I also disagree with it because some money has to be made here, but there's a fine line. But there's a line between being reasonable, charging commission, and being just outright fucking greedy. I mean, you're doing nothing but hurting small time game developers trying to get their name out there. So just why bother with it? Like, why charge that much? Why are you being greedy? I mean, I understand money makes the world go around these days, and it's sickening. And to see such a and to see Sony do that, that's kind of heartbreaking to me because I was on PlayStation on when PlayStation first came out on the PS1 and the PS2. I'm an old school gamer, right? My first console was a Nintendo Entertainment System from 1985, and I was born in 1990. So I grew up on that, grew up on the N64. Then I jumped ship to the PlayStation 1, and then the PS2, and then I jumped ship again to the 360 when that was released back in 2005. And I've been on Xbox ever since, and I haven't looked back. Don't get me wrong, I still have I still have my PS1, PS2, and I got a PS3 sitting right here beneath under my table. It's just so I just love video games, but I don't like to see the parent company of my favorite of the consoles that I love to get greedy on game developers. That is completely unfair. I mean, if you want to be fair about it, don't charge any more than 15%. I mean, you have to be reasonable here, especially with small time up and coming game developers, so that they can make a profit to put their profit margin towards better develop equipment for developing games, voice actors. It's just uh, there's a pipeline. It's got to go to the developers so they can put that money towards better equipment, and that better equipment produces better games for us to play. So, like I said, I'm on the fence about it. I'm split down the middle. I agree and disagree with it. You know, don't bite the hand that feeds, but at the same time, the hand that feeds should not be fucking greedy with commissions. It's simple as that. Let me know what you guys down in the comments down below. Like I said, I'll put the video for PSReady down in the description down below so you guys can check it out for yourself and get the full story, get the full backstory on everything. But until then, guys, this is Ace Country. Mind y'all, stay country, keep on rocking. I'll catch you on the next one. I'm going to play some Xbox.